व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुना तीर बनचारि यमुना तीर बनचारि जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे राम 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 जंग विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। इसका कम्युनिटी संस्थापक आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। सगुरु श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। पंचतत्व भगवान की जय। श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जी की जय। संवेद वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये श्रीनीलाचलनिवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्रसुभद्राभ्यां श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्वसे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे कृष्ण। ठीक ठीक है। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हरे कृष्ण। By the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu, Sriman Nityananda Prabhu, and all previous acharyas, and by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we have chance to hear some Krishna Katha. Especially, we'll discuss about Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes from Chaitanya Charitamrita. My English is not so good. Usually, I'm always speaking in either Hindi or in our local language, Odia. So when I usually come to West, that time I have chance to speak something in English. How Mahaprabhu is merciful. Among all incarnations, especially Sriman Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, are very merciful. Because we can see in other incarnations, in other yugas, to achieve pure devotional service, to achieve prem bhakti, it's very difficult. Very difficult. Even all part of Brahma, demigods, they are also devotees. Demigods are also devotees. They are not Supreme Personality of Godhead. Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna. Demigods, they are devotees, devotees of Lord. But their position, like Brahmaji, Shivaji, especially Brahmaji, most of the demigods, they are not in pure devotional service. Most of the demigods. Because unless you achieve Braj Prem, Krishna Prem, that is the topmost achievement in devotional service. So even on the part of Brahma, it is very rare to achieve Braj Prem. But in Kali Yuga, you can see the influence of Kali. Everywhere fighting, crookedness, dupliciousness, pride, arrogant, everything you can see. Most degraded, fallenness, Kali. And people, they don't want peace also. Always they are quarreling each other. Prabhupada used to say Kali means the age of quarreling and hypocrisy. Age of quarreling. Everyone's tendency, more attached towards simple activities. Everyone's tendency, knowingly and unknowingly. Knowingly, Sometimes many so-called religious persons, very learned person, knowingly they are performing sinful activities. And many persons are there, many people are there. They don't know. They commit sinful activities. Everywhere you can see in the influence of Kali Yuga, influence of Kali, everywhere you can see sinful activities is going on. But in this Yuga, one thing is very easily you can achieve one thing. Then other Yuga, that is Krishna Bhakti. Only in this Kali Yuga, easily you can achieve it. By the mercy, only by the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu and Sriman Nityananda. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada mentioning, it is not easy to become a bona fide devotee of a Lord. It is not at all easy. Not at all easy to become a bona fide devotee of a Lord. But only it is possible by the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu and Sriman Nityananda. Only by his causeless mercy and Mahaprabhu's devotees. Actually, our mind, we can say, we can judge ourselves. Not necessary that we have to ask other devotees, what is my position? We can judge ourselves. Actually, where our mind is going. What is the activities of our mind? We have to judge ourselves. Sometimes we can see our mind is so trickily cheating us, even we don't know. You can see when you are chanting, when you are chanting Hare Krishna, mind cheating. You are chanting Hare Krishna, and mind is going somewhere. So tricky, mind cheating us. We know our position, how fallen we are. But only one hope in Kali Yuga, that is mercy from Mahaprabhu, from Nityananda Prabhu. Therefore, Rupa Goswami paid this pranam mantra, Namo Mahavadanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradana. Mahavadanyaya, most magnificent incarnation of the Lord. Premananda Thakur mentioning, Uttama dhama kichu na bachila, jachiye dila kakola, kahe premanandaya man gaurange, hrudaye dhariya bola. Always you can see among the human being, among the demigods, there is some discrimination, some categories are there. Even in society you can see, rich people, they are making friendship with another rich people. Poor people, they have friends of another poor people. But when Lord came, in other incarnations, he is very attached to his pure devotees. Ramchandra, you can take example of Ramchandra Mahaprabhu. When Ramchandra Mahaprabhu came, he performed his Leela with Vibhishan, with Kausalya. All are pure devotees. You can see other incarnations. When Lord came, he always performing some Leela with his pure devotees, not general people. Even when Krishna came, you can see, even when Krishna came, Krishna Leela is not for ordinary people also. He is performing his pastimes with Brajvasis, with Dwarakavasis. Every incarnations, when he performs some Leela, they have some condition. You know, in Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter you can find. 18th chapter. Krishna, after speaking Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, immediately putting one condition. Arjuna, you don't speak this Bhagavad Gita to these persons who are faithless. One who is not a devotee, and one who is not performing austerity, and one who is envious to me. Only speaking Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is, after speaking Bhagavad Gita, Krishna putting these conditions. But we are distorting Bhagavad Gita. We are distributing Bhagavad Gita to anyone. Okay, you can take Bhagavad Gita. You can take Bhagavad Gita. You can read Bhagavad Gita. But Krishna is saying, don't give these messages to non-devotees. Then why we are distributing? How are you distributing Bhagavad Gita? Because same Krishna, when he came in Kali Yuga, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he giving different order. Same Krishna. Jara dekho tare bolo, Krishna Upadesh. To whom you see, he may be qualified or disqualified, he may be devotee, may not be devotee, may be sinful person. Just speak about Krishna. We are following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order. Krishna is very strict and tricky. Be careful. Krishna is very tricky also. And very strict also. But same Krishna in Kali Yuga, when he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, very liberal. Uttam, Adham, Kichu na vachila. You never see any discrimination between he is a devotee, he is not devotee. He is a very superior devotee. He is not a superior devotee. Krishna, Mahaprabhu never discriminate among the devotees. Namo Mahabadanya. Therefore, Bhagavad says, Krishna Prema Pradayat. We are very fallen in this Kali Yuga. We can see our activities, our nature, arrogant nature, pride nature. Especially this, we are fallen, especially in spiritual parampara, in spiritual path, we are fallen due to this bad quality. We are very arrogant, pride nature. This is not at all a good nature in spiritual path. But this is our, how can we say? We think this is our asset. In 11th canto Bhagavatam, this is the symptom of Kali Yuga. To whom people in Kali Yuga will say he is a great sadhu. To whom? You don't know? 11th canto. The symptom of Kali Yuga. What are the symptoms of Kali Yugas? In Kali Yuga, if someone show his pride, sadhutva dambha evahi. If some religious person is showing his proud, then people will accept him. Oh, he's a great person. If you think yourself, I am Phalan, I am Akinchan, no one will follow you. No one will follow you. So now therefore competition is going on among the religious persons how to develop pride. If you show your pride, then everyone will follow you. This is symptom of Kali Yuga. But Mahaprabhu don't like these things. Mahaprabhu is very humble. Very humble. And Mahaprabhu's teachings also is like that. Mahaprabhu, yesterday we were discussing something. If you have no other qualities, but only one qualities, you can conquer this world. You can conquer this world only by one qualities. Don't think I am poor, I am a woman, I am a man, I am a boy, I am a girl, I am a sadhu. Don't think like that. Just by one quality, you can solve all your problems. All your material and spiritual problems. Just by one quality. What is that? Humbleness, weakness. Simply by developing one quality, we can solve all our problems. Be humble. You can say even in your office, he may be how can I say, like fourth grade person, just like sweeper or something like, you can say like PM, like that, servant like that. But if he's humble, everyone like him. Even you are a big officer, but you have pride, you have arrogant, no one like you. No one will like you. And this is actually ornament of a devotee. This is a real ornament. This is actually in Vaishnavism we call this tilak is our ornament. This is our ornament. Gold is not our ornament. This is our ornament. Tilak. But all our acharyas, they are mentioning. Actually, if you develop this quality, humbleness qualities, then now you just make your life success by in spiritual path. You can make your life success. And as we discuss, today we'll discuss about same topic, how Mahaprabhu cursed. He was a very learned person, but he have some proud. Mahaprabhu don't like these things. It will smash our spiritual life. Brightness is such a thing, it will smash our spiritual life. Not only smash our spiritual life, it creates so many problems. Even we can see in material life. You see, why people are facing so many problems in material life? Only due to this brightness. And spiritual life will face another type of problem. When you develop brightness, you maybe have so many followers, you maybe have so many devotees in your hand, whatever it may be. But you will always commit offense. When brightness will come, first you will develop offense. Second, you will develop crookedness. You lose your valuable asset, simplicity. Okay, you can keep it. You can keep it. Just stop it. We'll lose what we have discussed. Simplicity. We'll lose our simplicity. It's fact. So we'll discuss today. This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Antalila. Mahaprabhu was in Puri. Mahaprabhu's teachings, our Gurudev used to say, Krishna is theoretical speaker. Krishna actually theoretical speaker because he only giving pravachan, only speaking, giving so many instructions. He have no time to act practically. But Gauranga, same Krishna, when he came as Gaur, his practical teacher. Krishna, same Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, but when he was in Krishna Lila, he was theoretical speaker. Only giving teachings, because you have no time, with only 100 years. You have to establish religion. But when Sam Krishna in college came as Gaur, it's a practical teacher. We are Gaur Bhaktas, therefore Gaudiyas. The word Gaudiyas, that means our Ishtadev. Who is our Ishtadev? Understand Ishtadev? Who is our Ishtadev? Gaur. Gaurang. Therefore, even you see, when Prabhupada was in West, many temples, most of the temple Prabhupada installed Gaur Neta. Always Gaur Neta. And Mahaprabhu's teachings, Mahaprabhu have two best formulas. By these two formulas, Mahaprabhu taught us practically how to lead our spiritual life. Spiritual life is not theoretical life. This is not theoretical life. What we saying, but it is important what we are doing. Just like you see, a common man is just moving here and there. But a police is moving here and there. What is different? When you become police, everyone watching. Police is coming. Huh? It's not an ordinary man. So when we are a devotee, we are separate. Everyone watching us. And especially Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, also as a super soul is watching us. What he is doing? What we are saying, this is not important. Preaching is not important. What is real preaching? Practicing is real preaching. Acharani prachar. There is no other word. Preaching is, there is no other word. We are saying preaching. Prabhupada told preaching. Yeah, preaching is important. Before preaching, you have to practice it in your life. Unless you practice yourself, you have no right to preach. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction. Therefore, Krishna said, I have to go. I have to go in Kali Yuga. Because I told Sarvadharman Paritejya Mamekam Saranam Raja. But I never taught practically how to give up all varieties of dharmas. No one will follow. No one will follow Bhagavad Gita. It is not easy to follow Supreme Personalities, Godhead's instruction, spiritual master's instruction. Therefore, you can see even in our spiritual path, sometimes higher Vaishnavas, spiritual master, they are practically just coming to the level of a Madhyam Adhikari. Although they are Uttam Adhikari, sometimes they are coming to Madhyam Adhikari to teach us. Because unless he practiced, no one will follow. You see, always we are following superiors, what they are doing, one saying is there, when you open your mouth, everyone looks to you. If you don't open your mouth, no one looks to you. You understand? Yeah. If you stop your mouth, no one will see whether he is a good person, a bad person. But when you open your mouth, immediately people will recognize he is a good or bad. So better stop your mouth. If you want to open your mouth, immediately everyone can recognize you. Whether he is a fool or whether he is a pandit. So this is very practical. Therefore, Mahaprabhu taught us two practical things. One thing, Pratipurna Vyavahar Jukti Jukta Katha. Pratipurna, sweet dealings. We have to preach with these two formulas. We have to expand Prabhupada's mission, we have to expand Gaudiya mission with these two formulas. Sweet dealings. We have to establish our Siddhantas, our philosophies with sweet dealings with the other. And second one, Yukti Yukta Katha. When you are establishing philosophy, it must be, how can you say, not uncompromised. You should not compromise with philosophy. Mahaprabhu never compromised with anyone, but in a humble way, sweet way. This is Mahaprabhu's formula. We can conquer anyone in this three world only by these two formulas. He may be a demon, whoever we may be. We can solve all our problems, even material problems, in family problems. Any problems you can solve only by these two formulas. Suppose a drunkard is here. Suppose here is a drunkard. I can say, hey, you are a drunkard. You will go to hell. He will admit. This is fact. He is a drunkard. He will go to hell. But if you say like that, he will not admit. Your philosophy, useless. And he is not admitting. But you should say in such a way, should dealings. Don't drink wine. It is very harmful for your body. Why you are losing money? Why you are losing prestige? This is not good. This is simple activities. You see, same word, but in different way. It penetrates to your heart. This is Mahaprabhu's formula. And uncompromised preaching. Mahaprabhu never compromised with anyone. Never compromised. But in sweet way. But sometimes we are developing our angerness. Angry mood is coming. I am speaking a fact, but no one wants to admit it. Okay, even you are speaking fact, but if you don't speak in a sweet manner, no one will admit. No one ready for it. So, this is a story. This is a practical story. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's story. From Chaitanya Charitamrita Anta Leela. Mahaprabhu was in Puri. A great Pandit came. He is an Acharya. But he has pride. Mahaprabhu don't like. Mahaprabhu Supreme Personality of Godhead. He know. If you have all sort of qualities, but you have no humbleness, you have pride, that means you lose your valuable spiritual assets. You lose everything. you lose everything. Just like we were discussing in Maheshwaradham, the insects within the woods. You know, in woods there are small insects. Within the woods.
Yeah.
You can see in flies, in woods. They just go inside and just eat everything. So in our spiritual life, if pride will come, then we just finish our all spiritual assets. Spiritual assets. Therefore, always our how can I say, our path is just like folding path. Everyone, you see, everyone now, our computer, first when scientists discovered computer, it was like a big room, you know, it was like a big room. Then they diminished their size. Then came to, how can I say, desktop. Then laptop. You see how they are making small, but we want to become great. Computer, before computer was big, then they make it at desktop. You can put in desk. Then laptop. Then palm top. You don't know? This is called palm top. In palm you can get palm top. Now small mobile, computer, you see, small. They also want to fold it. They want to become small. So, like that, we want to become small. You see, all mechanism is there, but they're minimizing their size. Like that, we have to minimize everything now. We have to become small. Maybe we have everything, but we have to become small. Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentioned is something. You may be sannyasi, you may, whoever you may be. Unless you secure your position, any time you can fall down. Anytime you can fall down, means you can give up this path of bhakti. Anytime. You may have all sort of qualities. Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentioning. Haileva sarva gune guni mahasaya pratishtha sa chhadi kar amani hridaya. Oh brother, you may have all sort of qualities, but give respect to everyone. Then your position is secure. Don't think I'm great. Then you can lose all your valuable assets, spiritual assets. Every day we are chanting 16 rounds. But all the impressions, all the results coming from Harina, we can't get it if you develop this. When pride is in our mind, in our heart, although we are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna not accepting our bhajan. Krishna will not accept. When pride is there, that means now you are Supreme Personality of God. Sometimes we are worshipping Krishna, but in our heart, no one is like me. In front of Krishna, in front of deity we are saying, in front of Krishna we are saying, no one is like me. No one is like me. This is in our mind. Still we are worshipping. This is our condition. What to this spirit? This is material body. Mahaprabhu don't like. So Vallabhacharya, you know Vallabhacharyas. Vallabh Bhatt, Vallabhacharya. Very learned person. When he came to know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in Puri, he want to meet Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu always humble. Mahaprabhu taught us practically. Actually, when you become naturally humble, then you can get everything in your spiritual life. Naturally humble, not artificially. When you become naturally humble, yesterday we were discussing how you can become naturally humble. Unless you pray sincerely to Guru and Krishna, it's not possible for us. Not possible, because body is there, mind is there, senses are there, material influences are there. So if everyone praising that you are great, how can you become humble? Nowadays, you cannot chastise a small guy. Huh? Now you cannot chastise your son. Huh? You have to say sorry. Now you have to say your son sorry, daughter sorry. Huh? Everyone's pride is so strong, you cannot say, politely you have to say something. So everyone praising. This world, false praising is going on. So how can one become a naturally humble? No one is. Before days, Guru chastising their disciples like so much. Nowadays, no one chastises. If you chastise, no one will stay with you. Now, every time you have to give big garlands to your followers. You cannot chastise someone. No. Because everyone has pride, natural pride. Before days, we saw, you cannot ask any question to our Gurudev. If you ask any question, immediately first slaps. In front of everyone, he slapping like that. Very strong. I can say, you don't feel something, how he was very strict. Once a newly married couple, they sit in class like that, close to each other. In West it is common, but in India, in Bhubaneswar, they were newly married, they were in Bhagavatam class, they sit close to each other. And Gurudev in front of everyone, hey, you are hearing Bhagavatam, why you are sitting close to each other? This is not a place of husband and wife place. Hey, go there. Sit in back. Like that. Who can say? Nowadays you can say? You can't say. Immediately they will write down in mail. My Guru say like that. Yeah, what's up? In mail they can write down. Before days, Guru means he's very heavy. And disciple means he's under strict discipline. Your disciple means we want rectification in our life. We have many problems. But now disciples saying Guru have many problems. Now this is Kali Yuga. Always disciple, always looking towards Guru. What is fault of my Guru? That means he is Guru. And Guru is disciple. Now you see everyone now discussing about Guru. No one discussing about disciple. Even disciple is discussing about his Guru. Why my Guru is doing like that? You are disciple. Strict nature. Nowadays it is well. But Mahaprabhu knows. Mahaprabhu strictly he want to curse the pride of Ballabhacharya. Ballabhacharya came. He want to meet with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Mahaprabhu is so humble. He is naturally humble. When Govinda said, Mahaprabhu, Ballabhacharya is coming, immediately Mahaprabhu will come. And went. Welcome Ballabhacharya and paying obeisances. This is Mahaprabhu's, how can we say, magnificence, Leela. No one is like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna is different. He is very strict. He don't care sometimes anyone. He don't care anyone. He's like his position is like a different. He's supreme personality of Godhead. He can act according to his will. No one can check him. In Mahabharata, no one can check him. You see, in Dwaraka, his Leela is different. In Brajadham, his Leela is different. In Mathura, his Leela is different. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela is always Acharya Leela. His Leela is always as Acharyas. To touch us. If you want to become Vaishnava, then you have to follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's footprint. Always as Acharyas. Immediately went, Mahaprabhu, when someone give information, Govinda give information, Ballabhacharya is coming, Mahaprabhu immediately went and paying obeisances. But when Ballabhacharya saw Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he recognized because he is Acharya. He knows, he was a great learner. He knows. Immediately said, Prabhupada used to always using this verse. Kalikal, Kalikaler dharma Krishna naam sankirtana. Krishna Sakti bina nahe tar pravartana. In Kali Yuga, holy name is the only, how can I say, Yuga Dharma. But this is not possible for ordinary devotees. Unless one is empowered by Supreme Personality of Godhead, he cannot preach the holy name throughout this world. It's not easy. We are preaching, we are creating devotees. Actually, we are not creating devotees. Everything is there. Prabhupada philosophy is there, books are there, prasadam is there, temple is there, devotees are there. Everything, in our back, everything is there. Now devotees. There. When Prabhupada came to West at that time, with Prabhupada, any society was there? Single. Only Krishna, empowered. He was empowered soul. Before, everyone, many Maharajas, Prabhupada's god brothers, they are discussing each other. How this is possible? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, Prithivita Acheta Nagaradi Gram, Sarvatra Prachar Bhai Marma. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu belongs to India. Mostly people know he belongs to Mayapur, West Bengal. Even in India, people don't know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How it is possible? This Hare Krishna Mahamantra and Gaur, and also Gaur Nitai, his name can spread throughout this world. How it is possible? This is not possible. Prabhupada's god brother discussing how it is possible. It's practically impossible. Even Indian people don't know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How throughout the world holy name and Chaitanya, you see, impossible become possible. Because Prabhupada is a Satyavasa avatar. Was empowered by Mahaprabhu. It's not possible. Everyone throughout this world now preaching, they are following Prabhupada. Even Mayavadis. They are following fruit how to come west, how to make society, how to make life member, restaurant, these books, this practice, everything they are following. He's empowered soul. And Balvacharya is saying something to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I know you are Supreme Personality of Godhead. I know very well. I know very well you are Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are fully empowered by Krishna. He is Supreme Personality of Godhead. But without Krishna's mercy, no one can give Krishna prem. Without Krishna's mercy, no one can give us Krishna prem. Because Krishna prem is Krishna's property. Only Krishna can give. No one can give. Only Krishna can. No other incarnation also have right to give Krishna prem. They can give at least Santa, Dasya, Sakhya, Vaschani. Bas. Fourth. Not fifth. Fifth melo. Conjugal melo. They cannot give. No. They can't give Braj prem. Only Krishna. So Krishna came at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Balvacharya is saying, because you are Krishna, you are Supreme Personality of Godhead, you are distributing Krishna prem. So this is my fortune. I am so fortunate to meet with you. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows, although he is praising me, but actually inside he has some pride. Sometimes we are praising others to show our praise, qualities. You know, when I praise you, then you praise me. This is what. This world is called, how can we say, mutually they are praising each other. Even you have no qualities, but you have to praise him, because he's saying, oh, you are good, you are my good friend. He's saying, yeah, you are my good friend. You have to say. This is going on. In moral instruction, one verse, Sanskrit verse is there. Ushtra Gardha Vivahena. So there is a marriage ceremony happening between a camel and a donkey. The marriage ceremony is going on. So both are praising each other. Aho Rupam, Aho Swaram. And camel, donkey is saying, oh, you are so nice. You saw camel? How he look? But donkey is saying, you are so beautiful. And camel is saying, oh, Swaram, your how can I say, your voice, so sweet voice. When donkey, when donkey just, sometimes donkey laughing, you have to close your ear. You saw in Vrindavan, this is his laughing. When someone laughing, you cannot close your ear. You have to open ear because he's laughing. But when donkey laugh, everyone closes his ear. But camel is saying, oh, you're so sweet, voice. Why is saying? Because he's saying, you are so beautiful. Camel is not beautiful. Donkey had no sweet voice, but both are praising to each other. This mutual, this world, this type of, how can you say, praising is going on now. Everyone praising each other. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows, I don't like this thing. This is crookedness. I don't like you, but I praise you. This is going on. Even in Vaishnavism. This is not good at all. That means now you are developing crookedness. You are allowing crookedness. Okay, if you don't like, if you don't feel, if you associate with devotee, then it is harmful for my spiritual life. Then pay obeisance, keep distance. But don't follow this process. Okay, Prabhuji, you are very nice devotee, you are doing so many things. In praising, in front of him, we are praising. And when this Prabhu left, then, oh, he is a politician. It's like that. This is crookedness. This is not Vaishnavism. This is not Vaishnavism. Mahaprabhu don't like. Therefore, Mahaprabhu's first formula, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Cheto Darpana. Why we are chanting Hare Krishna? To cleanse our heart. Cleanse our heart means we have many anarthas. Among all anarthas, actually when we develop our simplicity, that means we are cleansing our anarthas. How can we know we are cleansing our anarthas? Thousands of anarthas are there. How can we know actually? I am chanting sincerely. How can you know? When your heart is just like, you can feel your heart is just like a child. When we study, when you hear from acharyas, you feel like, oh, this is fact, this is fact. That means with simple heart, you can accept everything. Like a small child. With simple heart, he accepts everything. That means you are in cleansing process. You are now in a cleansing process. When always doubt is coming, although we are chanting Hare Krishna, we already initiated, we are following, how can I say, Guru Krishna's instruction, but we are chanting. But doubt is still coming towards Sadhu and Guru, towards Shastra. That means this cleansing process is not going in nicely. We have anarthas. We are committing offenses. These indications are there. Therefore, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say, don't allow this crookedness to your heart. I am always praying, let in this life, we have to pray to Supreme Personality of Godhead, to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu, let in this life, if I will not able to get Krishna Bhakti, this is not my problem. But I don't want, please save from this demon, this crookedness. Don't allow crookedness to your heart. That means you will spoil all your spiritual assets. Mahaprabhu will not. Mahaprabhu will never happy. Mahaprabhu will never happy. Mahaprabhu like simple-hearted persons. Simple-hearted persons. Then Mahaprabhu knows mood of Ballacharya. Although he is praising, but you have a pride. I am very learned. But you see how Mahaprabhu cursed the pride of Ballacharya. He said, you are Supreme Personality of Godhead. But what Mahaprabhu said? No. महाप्रभु कहे सुन भट महामती, मायावादी सन्यासामी ना जानी कृष्ण भक्ति. Balvacharya, you are Mahamati, you are a learned person. But you have to know that although I am a sannyasi, but I am a Mayavadi sannyasi. We are defeating other sannyasis, like you are Mayavadi, you are Mayavadi. Huh? By Chaitanya, Govinda, we accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings and defeating Mayavadi sannyasis, Mayavadi philosophies. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying to another learned person, Balvacharya, I am a Mayavadi sannyasi. Actually, this is the formula for the preachers. If you want to preach, just first take the position, take a humble position, then everyone will accept. Why? You can see even in India, now people, they don't want to accept Vaishnava philosophy. They want to accept Mayavadi philosophies. Because Mayavadi, they took one, how can you say, they accept one nice teachings from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Outside they are very humble. You go to Mayavadi camp in India, you can see they are very humble. If someone is coming, very nicely they are welcoming, very sweetly they are speaking. But the philosophy is totally wrong. Only by outward dealings they are just capturing all Indians. Only by dealings. But in Vaishnavism, we have philosophy, but we are not following these dealings. Therefore, our preaching is not expanding. But you see how we are young. Prabhupada, 70 years. Huh? Now, how old are you?
66.
66. You cannot show so much love to others. Yeah, after 60 you cannot show. Always you will worry about yourself. Oh, this body is giving problem. This is problem. How can I sit nicely? How can I take care of this body nicely? How can I? You will worry about yourself. When you become old, you will worry about yourself. Ever you hear from Prabhupada, I am tired? Prabhupada ever told, I am tired? Never? Always hearing everyone's, what is their problem? What is their problem? How to expand this society? How much love is there to the Vaishnava devotees? It is not easy at all. All are Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy, Parampara's mercy, Panchatattva's mercy. 70-year-old body, that means 70-year-old means body is your first enemy. If you attend 70-year-old, then you can know. Body will become your first enemy. You cannot sit, you cannot sleep, you cannot digest. How can you share love to others at that time? A totally different world. When Prabhupada was there, if you realize, I never see Prabhupada, but from strict point of view, I'm 100% I'm realizing. Without mercy from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Parampara, no one can do it. Practically impossible. You travel from Holland to India, then you will sleep 2 days. You feel tired. We are young, we feel tired. But immediately you can see Prabhupada arrive from airport, immediately go into some temple, immediately Prabhupada start. Immediate. Lecture, Kirtan, immediate. This is not possible for any ordinary devotees. But Mahaprabhu's knows this is this position of a preacher. As we are discussing, how Mayavadi is now conquering whole world. You can see even in West. I went to Suriname. I saw many temples. All Mayavadi temples, full of Mayavadi temples. But they capture all Indians only by their dealings. Very sweet dealings. Come, please. They don't speak so many philosophy. Okay, you like Kali, you chant Kali name. You like Durga, you chant Durga name. You like Ganesh, you chant Ganesh name. They capture everyone. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's formula. They just took one thing from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching. Dealings, sweet dealings. We have only one thing, philosophy. But people will not accept philosophy unless you take a humble position and unless you know how to deal. Mahaprabhu knowing, he's an acharya, he's a very learned person. Mahaprabhu said, no, don't praise me. I'm a Mayavadi sannyasi. Mahaprabhu said to then Ballabacharya said, how it is possible? If you are a Mayavadi sannyasi, then how you are preaching Krishna's name? You are always chanting Krishna's name. Ecstasy is coming from your body. It is not, you are not Mayavadi. I will never accept. I will never accept. Because he is no tattva. All ashtasatyuka vikar, how can you say? Like 8 symptoms. Yeah. This is not, you are not Mayavadi sannyasi. Don't cheat me. Then Mahaprabhu immediately, you see how Mahaprabhu preaching. Mahaprabhu said, yeah, I am not Mayavadi sannyasi, but by association of the devotees, I just develop these things. You see, this is Mahaprabhu's formula. Only by association of these devotees, because Mahaprabhu know he have pride. To cause his pride, Mahaprabhu preaching in a different way, but don't want to hurt others. This is Mahaprabhu's formula. Deals in such a way, preach in such a way, act in such a way, don't hurt others, but speak uncompromised philosophy. In our life, in our spiritual life also, we have to know so many things. Whole life will become like a student. We'll never become a teacher. Such a high, how can you say, teachings. Always you have to accept something. Many things are there. Even we don't know how to deal with each other. We don't know. Therefore, sometimes it's very difficult to associate with devotees. Where one devotee told me, I don't know here or sometimes it's very difficult to deal with the devotees than Karmi. He said, Karmi, they're nice. I said, how? Karmi are nice. They're not disturbing you, but they will not give any benefit to you. Karmi people, they not disturb you. But they will not give any benefit in your spiritual life. But sometimes we are associated with devotee, but we feel, oh, this is not good. Okay, but we have to know the dealings, how to deal with each other. One saying, Maharaj, our Radhagovinda Maharaj always used to say one thing. We don't know how to trickle deals. So suppose donkey is there, one ass is there. You have a heavy load to carry, but donkey is there. You have to say to donkey, you are my father, please you help me. If you say to donkey, you are my father, please help me. If you say to donkey as your father, and if donkey carry the heavy load, then it is your loss. Only by saying father, donkey will not become your father. But say as donkey your father, you can do your job. But you say, no, I don't want to say. He's donkey. I don't want to say. Let you carry your heavy load on your one head. This is our condition. Okay, if someone wants some prestige, let give him. Give them prestige. What is our heart? We know how to deal. Therefore, we are facing so many challenges in spiritual life. But if you read, scrutinize the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy, then we can understand how Mahaprabhu directly deals with different devotees. He's an acharya, he's the learned person. Mahaprabhu said, no, I am not a Mayavadi sannyasi, I am chanting Hare Krishna, but I developed this devotion by association only. That means I am not great, my devotees are great. अद्वैताचार्य गोसाई साक्षात ईश्वर तार संगे अमर मन हैल निर्मल. Before I am not so elevated devotees. Before my mind was not so pure. Only by associating with Advaita Acharya, is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Who is saying? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying. Only by associating with Advaita Acharya, who is Supreme Personality of Godhead, by His association, my mind now pure. Therefore I am chanting Hare Krishna. That when Mahaprabhu want to give credit to Advaita. This is Mahaprabhu's formula. But Ballabhacharya become astonished. Why Mahaprabhu preaching? I am preaching to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everyone are servants of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preaching to Advaita. Then again say, Nityananda, who is always mad in ecstasy, he is a madman in Krishna Prem. By his association, I came to know what is Krishna Prem. One by one. And Ramananda Rai Ramananda, he knows all Rasa Siddhantas, Raganuga Bhaktis. By his association, I came to know actually what is pure devotion. And by association with Haridas Thakur, I developed my eagerness towards holy name. Then he became bewildered. Who? Ballabhacharya. He became bewildered. You say, how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tricked Lupitsi? Just to curse his pride. Not directly saying, if we are in position of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we can say, you are a pride fellow. You are a pride. You have pride. But Mahaprabhu not saying you have pride. Mahaprabhu just saying that I am a Mayavadi sannyasi only by associating with all these devotees, because how can you diminish or you nullify or you contract your prides when pride is coming? How can you contract? Bhagavatam 7th canto. Dambha Mahat Upasaya. When you worship superiors, Uttam Adhikaris, pure devotees, and when you see its qualities, then you can give up your pride. So I can give you one example. Suppose you are singing so nice in this temple. You are the only best singer. You have pride. Oh, I am a best singer. Okay, you go to next temple. And there is a nice singer. Then you. When he start to sing, then if you are in there, then you cannot develop pride there. Oh, I know only 2-3 tunes, but he is singing in so many tunes. So nice. Then you cannot develop your proudness there. So when we associate with higher Vaishnavas, therefore Rupa Goswami always giving this instruction, you have to associate with higher Vaishnavas and pray for that. Pray for that. Pray to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Acharyas, give us association, give us association. We cannot spiritually strengthen. We cannot spiritually strengthen in Kali Yuga alone. That thing we have to always keep in our mind. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never alone. Always among the devotees. If you want to become strengthy, then always you have to stay with association of devotees. Prabhupada already mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Although I know there are so many neophyte devotees, so-called devotees in our societies, Prabhupada already mentioned it. But still we have to associate with devotees. Because this is the only way to get perfection. Where we will go? Once you become devotee, you cannot go to club. You can go to club? No, you can't go. You cannot drink. Where you will go? Then slowly you will not chant, you will give up everything. Then you will watch TV. What you will do? We have to associate. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always, Acharya is always giving this instruction. You have to pray for that. Mahaprabhu, please give me association. One verse in Srimad Bhagavatam, everyone just praying for, praying to Supreme Personality of Godhead, one thing. You can find one verse. Tole amalabena pina swargana punarbhavam bhagavat bhakta sangasya martanam kimutasisam. This is the one blessings Bhagavatam is giving. In Bhagavatam, more than 108 prayers, stutis. Understand? Prayers like Gajendra's, Kunti. More than 100 small and big prayers. And essence, you can see among 108 prayers, one thing is common. What is that? Dhruva, Prahlad, Gopi, Pracheta, everyone bring one thing to Supreme Personality of Godhead directly, even the front to front. Then with Supreme Personality of Godhead, like Dhruva, he's bringing straightly to Vishnu. You give me association of a pure devotees. Nalakubera Maningiri also same. Everyone. We want to go back to Godhead, huh? But they are in front of in Supreme Personality of Godhead, but still they are praying, give me association of a pure devotees. Always you have to pray, give me association, give me association. Only we can release Krishna Bhakti by association. Without association, you cannot release it. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in a different way, is preaching to Balvacharya. I developed this, how can I say, taste towards holiness by associating with Haridas Thakur. And from Swarup Damodar Goswami, I came to know all the secret leelas of Radha Krishna. Then he became bewildered. Who? Balvacharyas. Oh, I think Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he glorifying his devotees and he's asking, where all these devotees are staying? I want to associate with him. I want to associate with him. Where all these devotees are staying? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying, these devotees are sometimes in Puri, sometimes in Bengal, sometimes they are coming here, sometimes they are preaching. But if you want to stay here, okay, you stay here, they will come for Rath Yatra. At that time you can see. You can see all these devotees. They will come at the time of Rath Yatra. And Balvacharyas develop this desire. How can we meet with all these devotees? How can I make some relation with these devotees to whom Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorifying? But still, why Mahaprabhu is just glorifying his devotee? Why? Not for preaching purpose. He wants to curse the pride of Balvacharyas. You think you are great, but you are preaching to me, I am great, but I am not great. My devotee is great. That means my devotees are greater than you. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's indirect teachings. You think you are very great, but my devotees, you see, my devotees are very great. But he have knowledge. He was a Jnani. He want to establish philosophy. He want to say something in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the devotees so that everyone praise him. If you have knowledge, this is the, influence of knowledge, result of knowledge, trial knowledge. If you achieve knowledge, then you will search where everyone can praise you. You will search everywhere. Because you can see Pandits, all the Pandits, where they will go, immediately they will ask some question. They want to defeat someone. Why you want to defeat someone? When they defeat someone, then they become happy. Oh, I am a Pandit. But you will not get in any blissfulness. In this way, in devotional life, we cannot get anything. You see, and Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami is there. This Digvijay Pandit came. He want to debate, he want to discuss with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. I want to discuss with Shastra, some philosophy. Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami immediately say, okay, give this paper. Give this paper. We are defeated. We are defeated. They never discuss. They never discuss with this man, Digvijay Pandit. But when he was returning, Jiva Goswami saw. Hey, why you came? I came to discuss some philosophy with your guru, but your guru immediately admit, that he is just defeated. Then Jiva Goswami said, come here. Come here. You discuss with me. Then Jiva Goswami just cursed his pride. But later Rupa Goswami came to know. Later Rupa Goswami came to know. Then he rejected Jiva Goswami. Hey, I don't want to accept as a disciple. What is Jiva Goswami's fault? What is Jiva Goswami's fault? This is duty of a disciple. He have to establish his Guru's mission. He have to establish his Guru's standard, his position. But Rupa Goswami don't like. Why we want to debate with others? Why? This is not our process. Logical mentality, arguing mentality, to establish yourself as a great. This is not Vaishnavism at all. We don't, this is not Mahaprabhu's. What Mahajana says, just accept it. Mahajana jai kahe tai satya mani. What Prabhupada told, all acharyas told, just accept it. Why you are discussing so much? Why Prabhupada told, always? You are not chanting 6 round. But always, why Prabhupada told? Why this acharya told? Why you just put your knowledge, brain in that? You lose your valuable, how can you say, spiritual assets. You will develop your doubts. No, what Mahajana says, accept it blindly. Yes, this is right. Because he's Mahajana. He knows. But Rupa Goswami don't like. Because they are Goswamis. They are mood. They know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood. Sri Chaitanya Manovishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutali. He knows Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood. This is not our mood. Nowadays, like, what do you call it? I can say, this internet, this WhatsApp, groups, now in WhatsApp groups, what is that? That is, you can say like this is like a secret fighting. Before there is gun, in gun there, how can you say? They're shooting each other in guns. Now we have guns. Before they are just killing each other by guns, shooting. Now, day and night, up to night, day and night, always shooting. He's shooting. This message, he's sending something. Oh, you are wrong. You're right. These are going on. No. We have very, how can I say, short lifespan. And any time, this body will not support you for bhajan when you become old. Better simply accept Mahaprabhu's teachings, Acharya's teachings, and chant nicely. Serve Sadhu and Guru. Pass this life. Focus on chanting. And how to serve more. How to please Acharyas. We have many business, Prabhupada said. What is laziness? To distribute books, Sankirtan, serve Vaishnavas, chant nicely, studies Bhagavatam. So we have very short lifespan. And we have to finish. Prabhupada used to say, in this lifetime you have to finish a big business. This is big business. What is rest? Why will argue with each other? Why this is going on? Why this is going on? Mahaprabhu don't like Rupa Goswami don't like. Therefore reject Jiva Goswami. Then Jiva Goswami start to cry. If Guru reject, better I will just give up this life. And Rupa Goswami said one thing. Jiva Goswami, this is not a place. This is Vrindavan. If you want to stay in Vrindavan, stay in a humble mode, not in knowledge mode, arguing mode. This is not a place of jnana. This is a place of bhakti. I want to reject you. I reject you. You go. Anywhere you want, you may go. Then Jiva Goswami cry. And went, staying Nanda Ghat. Within, how can you say? Within underground. There is an underground within the mud. Cave. Mud cave. This cave still is there. Jiva Goswami, always there. And chanting and repenting. Why I debate with this Jnani? And begging some chapatis once and repeating and become very thin. So suppose accidentally Sanatana Goswami went to that village for begging chapatis for Madhukuri. And when Sanatana Goswami begging chapatis, he was worried because you have to write something. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, you have to write everyday shastras. So it is too late for Sanatana. So when Sanatana begging, he is asking to some Matajis, Brajvasi Matajis, hey, bring chapati, Mama, bring chapati, bring chapati. 2-3 times repeatedly, he speak like that. The Brajvasi Matajis, you are a sadhu, why you are so fickle? Why repeatedly you are saying, Mama, please bring, why you are like a child? They are Brajvasis. In our village, one sadhu is there. He is so quiet, so gentle. You are not like that. They are chastising Sanatana. Within 1 minute, you already calling me 5 times. What sort of sadhu you are? Because Sanatana is worried. You have to write some shastras. Time is going on. Give me chapati, mother, give me chapati. 2-3 times call like that. Then mother came, hey, you are a sadhu. Why you are like a child? In our village, one sadhu is there. He is very quiet, very gentle. Then immediately Sanatana said, where is he? I want to meet him. You see, this is sadhu's nature. When he hear, oh, here is a great sadhu. Okay, I will associate with him. Then mother say, okay, you can go in this left, right. You can see within this mud cave. One sadhu is always chanting, crying and chanting, doing some bhajan. Then Sanatana Goswami went, he found Rajiv Goswami is there. Hey, you are here. We are searching. Rupa Goswami rejected you. You are here. What you are doing? He said, I want to give up this life because my Guru rejected. Then he said, come with me. Because he is the elder brother of Rupa Goswami. Then he came. Then he said to Rupa Goswami, okay, I am your Guru. I am like elder brother. Please accept it. Please accept it. Then Rupa Goswami accepted. In our Goswami Paramparas, we don't like all this death. Nowadays, like arguing. No, this is not. When you develop this arguing mood, your heart became more harder. Tarkanishta Hridaya, it is called. When you are arguing, your heart is like a stone. You cannot chant nicely. Always doubt will come, always competitive mood will come. Always you develop some mind, develop some intelligence, how to defeat other. This is very dangerous for our spiritual life. Our path is very simple. Only we have to accept. Yes. In our path, in previous acharyas always saying yes, Om, not yes, Om. Om means in Sanskrit yes. Guru saying, hey disciple, you have to go to forest, Om. Before they are discussing in Sanskrit, talking in Sanskrit. You have to tending cow, Om. Now if Guru say, hey, you have to tend cow, why? Now, no, yes, Om, why? Sometimes Guru saying, you have to go to this temple. I don't like. What sort of disciple you are? Because in Kali Yuga, this nature, pride nature is very, very prominent. Very prominent. The Mahaprabhu don't like. Even he is acharyas. He knows so many shastras. But Mahaprabhu want to curse his pride in different way. He said, you see, you glorifying me, but my devotees are like that. Mahaprabhu knows inside you have a disease. This is a real disease. Lost is real disease. Lost. Sometimes we can conquer lust by Sadhu Guru's mercy, but it is very difficult. Sarvo tyagapi yat tyaga dullabha. You can give up everything, but one thing is very difficult to give up. Sanatana Goswami said in Hari Bhakti Vilas. You can give up everything very easily. But after giving everything, to give up one thing is very difficult. What is that? name, fame, prestige, and adoration. Very difficult. This is Prabhupada used to say, this is last snare of Maya. Last snare, last net. Last net. Name, I am great, I am great, I am great. Sarvam tyago. You may give up everything. Just like, so in India they're saying, you know where I'm staying? I'm staying in Himalaya. I'm not eating rice, I'm not eating any grain. I'm Phalahari. I'm only eating fruits. I'm not wearing any dress, I'm only wearing kopi. He give up everything, but he never give one thing. No one is like a Tyagi, no one is a renunciant like me. I'm a great Tyagi, I'm a great sadhu. He give up everything, but he can't give up the one thing. Very difficult to give up this thing. And this is the real, you can say, this is the real problem, real disease for our spiritual life, real disease. Then, in Rathayatra time, many devotees came. All Advaita Acharya came, Nityananda Prabhu came, Rai Ramanand was there, Surudamdar was there. All came. When Bhattacharya, just remark all these devotees, how they ecstasy. They're chanting, they're hearing, they're doing some kirtan. Bhattacharya just remarking, oh. Because from there, what is spiritual effulgence coming? This is life. You can see in Prabhupada 70-year-old, you can never see Prabhupada just lamenting something, thinking something. Always like fresh youth, like soldier. It's different. Spiritual energy is different. Material energy is different. Material energy means, sometimes you can see a young man looks like an old man. He's acting like an old. You can see many young men. I saw in West, in India also, some young men, they have no job, no wife, no house. They're like old men. Always like that. But old man in spiritual life, old man like a young man. You see now how many young guys in ISKCON? Million. But if they will afford, combined they will afford, they can do one thing what Prabhupada had done. Combined they cannot do it. What Prabhupada had done. It is spiritual energy. It is different. We have to admit that thing. Not by our intelligence, not by our mind, not by our own qualities, we can achieve some success in spiritual life. Some superior energy, spiritual energy. Just say Prasadat Bhagavad Prasad. We want some mercy from Sadhu and Guru from Mahaprabhu. Then we can achieve success in spiritual. This is bare fact. Bare fact. We may be expert in all sort of qualities, but all sort of qualities will not help us in spiritual path. If Sadhu Guru not our mercy on us. This is only our assets. When he realized, Vallabhacharya saw all these devotees, Nityananda, how he was dancing in front of Jagannath, in Rathayatra. Then when he remarked all the devotees, then he feel himself, among the swan, he is like a crane. Among the swan, I saw swan, when we were coming, I saw swan. How nicely, you know swan?
Yeah.
How's he working? One step. Whole body is like that. Radharani is walking is compared to swan. Like that. But you saw crane? It's like that. And Vallabhacharya, among the swan, looks like a crane. Because he's Jnani, all are devotees. Empowered by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Spiritual energy is flowing. Spiritual energy is flowing. He feels different. Oh, all these devotees have some special qualities. But he wants to establish his knowledge among these devotees. Therefore, he is always calling the devotee, hey, come, I want to discuss Shastra. But all the devotees, they don't want to discuss. When you just
You are releasing some honey. You are releasing some hair taste. Why you discuss all these topics, dry topics? This Sanskrit, this grammar, this grammar. What is its value? When you have a relation, established relation to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, when you are releasing Krishna Prem, you are not necessarily discussing all these things. This speculative, Prabhupada always translating speculative knowledge, dry knowledge. Prabhupada always translating, not knowledge, dry knowledge, speculative knowledge. It will not help in devotional path. All our knowledges we are discussing, this is how can you nourishing our bhakti. Therefore, we are discussing this knowledge, not dry knowledge. All devotees, they want to avoid Balvacharya. They don't want to discuss with Balvacharya about these jnanas. But Balvacharya always approaching, please you come. I want to discuss with you. I want to discuss with you. So, but everyone avoiding. So one day after Rathatra, he requesting. Because you know Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit. Approaching Gadadhar. I want to discuss some Shastra with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But actually, no one can discuss Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. No one can discuss with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without permission from Surudamdar. Because Surudamdar is very expert. He knows. Always checking. If you want to sing some song, first you have to sing in front of Surudamdar. If Surudamdar will pass, then you can sing in front of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If you have, like you have some song, you have some poet, how can I say, some sloka, some stories. First, Surudamdar always testing. So, because Gadadhar is very simple, always approaching Gadadhar. Gadadhar, I want to discuss with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about holy name. He came to know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu like holy name. Then one day he came. प्रभुर चरणे किछु जात्रांतरे भटे जाय महाप्रभु स्थाने प्रभुर चरण किछु कैल निवेदने. After Rathatra, one day Mahaprabhu, Balvacharya went to Mahaprabhu and approaching Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu, I know you like Srimad Bhagavatam. I know you like Srimad Bhagavatam. So I have a commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. Still Balvacharya's commentary is available, Subodhani. I have a commentary, nice commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. So I want to recite this commentary in front of you. You can hear it. Mahaprabhu said, no, I have no time. I have no time. You see, same Mahaprabhu always hearing Bhagavatam. You know, from whom? From Gadadhar Pandit. Every day Mahaprabhu hearing Bhagavatam from Gadadhar Pandit. And only from Srimad Bhagavatam, 2 life histories, 2 charit, 2 leelas. What is that? Dhruva and Prahlad. Life history of Dhruva Maharaj, life history of Prahlad Maharaj. Only these topics. To taught us. When in Gambhira, he was releasing Krishna Prem with Surudamdar and Raya Ramanand. But when he was with Gadadhar Pandit, from among Srimad Bhagavatam, only 4th canto, from 4th canto, Dhruva Maharaj life history, and from 7th canto, Prahlad Maharaj life history. To taught us. If you want to progress in Krishna Bhakti, repeatedly you have to hear or you have to study these 2 life history of Dhruva and Prahlad. How in small as child as their propensity, how their propensity to perform Krishna Bhakti. We have to learn the etiquettes, desires, their sincere desires, sincere efforts, their mood, Therefore, Mahaprabhu always hearing. But now Mahaprabhu, when Balvacharya said, I want to narrate Bhagavatar's commentary, please Mahaprabhu, you can hear. Mahaprabhu said, I have no time. I have no time because I have no time to finish my rounds. Mahaprabhu directly saying, I have no time to finish my rounds because I am always releasing Krishna time. I have no time to hear Bhagavatam. Because Mahaprabhu know, you have pride. Mahaprabhu like Bhagavatam. But he have pride inside, he have pride. Therefore Mahaprabhu don't want to hear from him. Mahaprabhu don't like his commentaries. Therefore Mahaprabhu avoid it. I have no time. आपने प्रभु कहे भागवतार्थ बुझिते ना पारी भागवतार्थ सुनिता में नहीं अधिकारी. Mahaprabhu said, actually I am not a qualified person to hear Bhagavatam. He said, Mahaprabhu, I will speak something from Bhagavatam. Mahaprabhu said, no, I am not a qualified person because I have no knowledge to understand Srimad Bhagavatam. So tricky Mahaprabhu avoiding. Bhagavatam artha mein bujhite na pari. I have no intelligence to understand Srimad Bhagavatam. Therefore, I am just following my Guru's order. Day and night, I am only chanting holy name. I am releasing only holy name. I have no intelligence to understand Srimad Bhagavatam. Therefore, day and night, I am just chanting holy name. He said, Mahaprabhu, you like holy name? In my commentary, only I am describing about holy name. In all my commentary, total in Srimad Bhagavatam, in all my commentary, always in every commentary I am glorifying holy name. So if you like holy name, just hear. And especially Krishna, I am describing so many ways. I am describing so many ways, in a different way, the glory of holy name. Krishna name. So if you always chanting Krishna name, then you have to hear. You can release different. I just explained Krishna's different name, different glories. Only glories of holy name. In commentary of Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Mahaprabhu said, प्रभु कहे कृष्ण नाम और बहु अर्थ नाही मानी श्याम सुंदर जसोदानंदन ही मात्र जानी. Mahaprabhu said, I don't know different meaning of Krishna name. I don't understand different meaning of Krishna name. Oh, like in Pandits they are describing Krishna. What does Krishna? Krishna means black, Krishna means light, Krishna is light. He described like that. Balvacharya describing Krishna's holy name in different way in Srimad Bhagavatam. And he want to recite. But Mahaprabhu saying, I don't want to admit. I don't want to hear Krishna's different names. Glory of Krishna is different. I know only one thing. Krishna means he is Shyam Sundar. Bas. Krishna means he is Jasodananda. He is Jasodanandan, he is Shyam Sundar. Shyam Sundar Jasodanandan. Ehi matra jani. I know Krishna means he is Shyam Sundar, he is Jasodanandan. Bas. Third thing I don't know. Then Balvacharya started to cry. Every time I want to establish my knowledge, something in among the devotees, but always Mahaprabhu just harassed me. I don't understand. Why Mahaprabhu just not liking me? Because why Mahaprabhu don't like? Mahaprabhu never, in his whole lila, you can find Mahaprabhu never disrespect anyone. This is Mahaprabhu's glory. This is Mahaprabhu's glory. Never disrespect to anyone. Always giving superior respect, proper respect acting their position. Always Mahaprabhu giving to everyone. Now also Mahaprabhu saying in sweet dealings, you see, sweet dealings. Mahaprabhu said, no, I don't know. I don't want to admit Krishna's many different names, glories. I know only one thing. Krishna means he is Shyam Sundar, he is Jasodananda. এই মাত্র এই অর্থ আমি মাত্র জানিয়া নিশ্চয় নির্ধার আর সব অর্থে মোর নাহি অধিকার। Now 7, it is already 7, huh? Okay. Tomorrow we'll discuss more how he tries so much to establish his knowledge, but every time Mahaprabhu in very sweet and humble way to defeat it. Then you understand why we are discussing. Sometimes sadhu guru not accepting us, accepting our service. So we are thinking, why Gurudev not liking me? Why is not liking me? At that time we are thinking, maybe someone's speaking about something about me to Gurudev. Therefore Gurudev not like me. Different thoughts are coming. Someone maybe say, oh, Gurudev is bad, therefore Gurudev is not liking me. But actually we don't want to admit our own fault. This is our problem. Our real problem, when prideness is there, false ego is there, it is very difficult to scrutinize what is real ego, what is false ego. Very difficult. Only by Sadhuguru's mercy you can recognize, oh, this is false ego, therefore I am defeated in my spiritual life. Why am I attempting so much but I am always fail? That means Guru and Krishna not accepting my service. Therefore I am facing so many problems. It's simple thing, but mind don't want to accept it. Why I am defeating? Why I am defeated? If holy name is so powerful, Guru is so powerful, Parampara is so powerful, Jagannath is there, Gaurnita is there, but why I am always defeated, facing so many problems? That means Guru and Krishna is not accepting my service. I may have some pride. Now I have to rectify myself. I have to pray sincerely. Mahaprabhu always want to defeat him, but he never want to admit it. He came in a different way. Lastly, when Mahaprabhu just cursed all his pride, lastly Ballabhacharya start to cry. Same Mahaprabhu, when I was in Kashi, I invited Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu came with all devotees. So he liked me so much. But why this time in Puri, he always avoided me? Why he always avoid? Why he always avoid me? There must be some cause is there. Then he came to know, oh, I have pride. I have pride. You see, Sadhu Guru will not allow us to do some service. Actually, we will not get, how can I say, we are not eligible to do some service if we have these things. Because Krishna will not accept. This is our, how can you say, this is like a black spot for Guru, for Sadhu, for Parampara. If you develop pride, if blame will come, to whom blame will come? If blame will come to you, first people will, in India, this, I don't know in West, in India, this thing, oh, what is his name? Oh, his name is, oh, his father is a bad person. Immediately it going to his father. Huh? In India, if son is doing something, immediately it is going to his father. Immediately. Who is his father? Who is his father? If he is doing good job, then everyone praising, oh, his father is like that. His father is like, everyone. This is nature. This is glory. You see, Prabhupada preach all over the world. Now, all glories to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. All glories to Parampara. Therefore, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say, in this life, if I get one disciple, then my Guruship is success. Oh, one disciple. Then you imagine to become a disciple is easy. One disciple means like that, like Prabhupada. Then my Guruship is success. If I get one disciple. Because this material world, material body, material mind, everything is material. Even you want to become humble, still something will come, then immediately In one moment, mood of, how can you say, ignorance will come, passion come, immediately brightness will come. So therefore, with humble mood always we have to pray. We have to take shelter of holy name. We have to serve Vaishnavas. We have to serve Prabhupada, Acharyas. We have to pray. We have to do some service. Then by His mercy only we feel protected. Otherwise Krishna Guru will not accept our service. Although we can perform many activities, but inside we don't feel some satisfaction. Because how much satisfaction we can get, how much peace we can get in our life. How much Guru and Krishna, they are pleased in our activities, that much peace, that much satisfaction we can get in our heart. This is practical. We cannot blame others. We can't blame others. How much we are giving service to Sadhu and Guru, and Sadhu and Guru, Sadhu, Guru, Krishna, how much they please with our activities, according to their pleasure we can get. Otherwise, it is not easy. So tomorrow we will hear more about it. Thank you. Hare Krishna. जय गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय, पंचतत्व भगवान की जय, जैसे राधा गोपीनाथ